أهلا وسهلا فيكم إلى جنشن إمباكت. في هذه الحلقة نحن رح نكمل المهمة اللي كنا فيها، اللي كان لازم نروح على جيت شامبر مشان نحتفل مع ليدي نينغ، فهلا رايحين حتى نشوف ماذا سنفعل. أوكي، وها نحن ذا في الجيت شامبر. بيبين علي تحت بقدر أقفز. والله بقدر أقفز. حلو حلو كتير. ممكن نستفيد من الجيت شامبر مشان نقفز منه بالمستقبل. ما بعرف هذا الشيء ممكن، بس عجبني، يعني عجبني كثير. اوكي. قبل ما نروح على المائدة ونحضر الأكل بدي أتأكد إذا في صناديق بشي مكان، يعني هون ولا هون. إذا في صناديق حول الجيت شامبر، لأنه احتمال يكون في، صح ولا ما في؟ شو رأيكم؟ شكله ما في، شكله ما في. اوكي، بس كان يستحق المحاولة، لأنه يعني بتعرفوا انتوا هاي الألعاب دائما بيخبوا أشياء بأماكن أماكن غير متوقعة. فإلى المائدة. وين المائدة؟ هنيك. اوكي، وهون ما في شيء. هو في شيء هون، بس راح احاول استكشفه مستقبلا. اوكي، عم بيستنوني، عم ينظروا لهداك الطرف، صح؟ بيتوقعوني رح اجي من هون. اوكي كويس.
Everyone's already seated.
طبعا لانه نحن تاخرنا.
It's Paimon's first time attending a banquet in the Jade Chamber. The food here looks amazing.
All of you here are my distinguished guests. I am determined that each of you thoroughly enjoys yourself.
مين هدول اصلا؟ هدول انا اول مرة بشوفهم بحياتي.
Those who don't drink alcohol, please help yourself to other beverages. Fine wine is a delight to the senses, but it is far from the only one.
عندكم كاسة
I
شاي؟
trust you will
طيب
find
انا
the
بحب
marvelous
الشاي.
view from the Jade Chamber to be an
أصلاً أنا
equally
قاعد عم بشرب شاي
gratifying
هلا.
indulgence.
Have you heard? Miss Yun's going to be performing today.
Sure have. Honestly, it's the main reason I'm here. I've
هلا
never
تقريبا
missed
صاير وقت
any of
السحور
Miss
عندي،
Yun's
فأنا عم
performances,
بتسحر
and I don't intend to start now.
وبلعب اللعبة بين وقت السحور ووقت الأذان.
I hear she's going to perform The Divine Damsel of Devastation today, the one written by her father. I've been so excited that I've barely slept the last few nights.
Hey, look! Miss Yun is going on stage!
بدها تسوي الأوبرا تبع شنها. وهي عم تحضر. حلو، أنا كنت مشتهي أشوفها شلون عم تحضر الأوبرا هاي. واو. اوكي، ما راح اعلق اثناء الاوبرا، لتخلص الاوبرا راح احكي.
批冠到这里本该接近尾声，但今日我再添一笔，唱与诸位听。 彼时鹤归，茫茫天地无依靠，孤身离去。今日再会，新朋旧友坐满堂，共聚此时。
اوكي
What did you think? Personally, I thought I sang rather well.
اوكي هي اول مره بسمع اوبرا من هالنوع. ما توقعت انه تجربه اللعبه بجنشن امباكت رح تكون تجربه ثقافيه يعني. ف بصراحه عجبني، كانت تجربه اول مره بجربها بحياتي، فكانت حلوه نوعا ما.
Beautiful.
كانت حلوه، صوتها حلو.
Wants to learn too.
It was wonderful. Also, thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks to you, the divine damsel of devastation is a more nuanced tale than ever. The play has an ending, but life goes on. I believe you will find a way to fit in Liyue Harbor.
Thank you. I think I've found the opportunity I needed to change.
صراحة أنا بدي إياها تروح معنا، بس بنفس الوقت بدي إياها تعيش بليوة، لأنه هي مش عندها رغبة تعيش بليوة، فبدي يتحقق حلمها بأنه تعيش مع أهلها يعني بليوة.
Here you are. Great to see you. Huh? Hey, this young lady with the white hair looks like some kind of VIP. Yeah, that's it, like an adeptus. Wait, you're the girl from the opera, aren't you? The divine damsel herself. And look who else we have here, the illustrious traveler. Well, I'll be. This was definitely worth showing up for. Let me pull up a chair, all right. We'll all have a friendly chat, get better acquainted.
مين هاد؟
Alternatively, you could leave us alone. That is, if you'd prefer to finish your drink via the orifice
برافو
of
عليك.
your own choice.
برافو عليك.
Uh-oh, this feels all too familiar. Shenhe's back to her old self again.
Hey, what are you doing?
Calm down, Shenhe. Calm down.
ما ضروري تضربي، يمكن هو تبا. شو صار؟ تغير شكله، ما بعرف ايش صار. لا تضربي يا حجة، لا تضربي. اوكي كويست كومبليت. واخذنا البرايموجيم. انا لعبت هاي بدي العب هاي الجزء بس مشان البرايموجيم، لانه بدي احاول اخذ البانر. فرجيني المشن التالية. اوكي بعد بحثت شوي لقيت الكويست اللي ممكن اقوم فيها هلا، واللي هي الكويست تبع اللي تعرفنا عليها لما تعرفنا على سكروز، واللي كانت لعبة الأوراق. فهاي الكويست جابتني لهذا المبنى، فهلا رايحين نفوت ونشوف شو هي هاي المهمة اللي لازم نسويها العلاقة بأوراق اللعب.
Welcome to the Cat's Tail. Ah, it's the traveler in Paimon. What
Cat's
a nice
Tail.
surprise.
اسم هذا المكان هو ذيل القطة.
Oh, and Sucrose the alchemist. It's been a while, hasn't it? I'm afraid I've already told you before. Fur from the Cat's Tail staff is not for sale, no matter how much Mora you offer.
Don't worry, Margaret. We're not here for that research project I told you about last time. Sucrose, what kind of experiment were you trying to do with the cat's tail? I just wanted to test out some hypotheses, and I needed some materials. But we can talk about that later. Actually, Margaret, we're here to learn more about Genius Invocation TCG.
اوكي طب اشرحوا لي انا. حاج تشرحوا لبعضكم، اشرحوا لي انا عن اللعبة.
We were just talking about that game. You see, more and more people have been gathering at the Cat's Tail to play. So I thought, why not have a dedicated staff to serve the new customers?
Allow me to interpret. Prince says that the word customer is much too loose of a term, and we should instead refer to anyone who loves dueling with cards as TCG players.
لحظة شوي. هذا الزلمة عم يترجم لي كلام القطة؟ هو عم يحاول يترجم لي شو قال القطة، والقطة اسمه برنس؟ اوكي اوكي، انا اصلا ما بعرف عن ايش انتوا عم تحكوا، يعني كل القطط بتحكي، يعني انا بقى كلياتنا بنعرف انه القطط بتحكي، كلياتنا بنعرف انه القطط اسمهم برنس، يعني هذا الشيء عادي انا بشوفه كل يوم، يعني انا ما بعرف ليش انتوا مستغربين يعني.
My mistake. So it seems I haven't introduced you yet. This is Prince and Shuyan. They will be in charge of taking care of our TCG players.
I'm afraid I must correct you there, ma'am. Only Prince, the strongest and most formidable TCG player of all, is capable of providing valuable guidance to our new players.
تمام اكيد برنس هو الوحيد اللي بيقدر
The average
يعمل هذا
player
الشيء.
is incapable of grasping the subtlety and sheer genius behind Prince's every play, and he has no choice but to rely on me to communicate with everyone. I am merely Prince's lowly assistant. That's all.
اكيد انت بس مجرد مساعد، وبرنس هو الكل بالكل.
Another guy who can understand animals!
How can you use such a crude word as animal to describe the one and only Prince? He is special and the only one of his kind.
مزبوط، انت
Such a
شلون عم
remark
تقولي
is an
على هذا
insult to
حيوان؟
Prince.
هذا مو حيوان، هذا برنس يا زلمة، ما بتعرف تتأدب هاي بايمون.
Oh, what's that? Shuyan. In the eyes of the common folk, I look no different than any other ordinary cat. It's a natural mistake to make, and you shouldn't overreact. Understood. I do apologize.
It seems he really is capable of communicating with the cat. Could this be the result of some
انت على
modifications of the
اساس
language center of
عالمة،
his brain?
انت على اساس ذكية وعالمة جاية هلا هذا الحكي عم يطلع منك يا عالمة يا مثقفة؟
Seriously, how can he get all of that from a simple meow?
That's pretty weird.
It was the duels of genius invocation TCG that allowed our hearts to bond. It's understandable that ordinary people such as yourselves are unable to comprehend such a thing.
طبعا الاشخاص العاديين ما بيقدروا يفهموا هذا الشيء ابدا.
So, playing Genius Invocation TCG fosters some sort of a telepathic link between players? Somehow Paimon doubts that.
أخيرا بايمون. بايمون ذكية يا جماعة، عندها مخ.
Anyway, if you'd like to know anything about Genius Invocation TCG, then please ask Shuyan, who will ask Prince. Though I'd love to explain more myself, it's time for my daily walk. I'll let Prince play a game with you and walk you through all the rules.
Just as a seasoned warrior can foresee the path of his opponent's sword, so too can I, as a TCG master, predict my opponent's every play. It would... That's what Prince said.
Okay.
Oh, Prince doesn't want to play with us, huh? Fine, then Prince doesn't have to. We'll play you instead.
I'm sorry, but from the day I met the mighty card master Prince, I swore an oath that my hands would live solely to hold the cards and not to play them. I will never
هو
play
بيمسك
another
الورق
match of my
وبرنس
own
بيعلمه ايش
again.
يلعب. فهمنا. بصراحة أنت عم تمسك الورق لأنه برنس ما بيقدر يمسك الورق، هذا هو
If
السبب يعني.
Prince is unwilling to play, then I guess we should look for an alternative. How about this? Diona!
ديونا ما غيرها؟ ديونا هاي البنت القطة؟
Blah, blah, blah. What is it? I'm pretty busy over here, you know.
كيتس لاين كوكتيل. طيب كيتس لاين يعني قطيطة أو هيك شيء بالألماني، قطة صغيرة، قطيطة، تصغير كلمة قطة. أوكي.
Why is it that every player that sets foot in here to play Genius Invocation TCG has to have a drink? Ugh! Don't they have any clue that the key to playing a game is the ability to think straight? Seriously, games and drinks don't mix. Don't they get that? Ugh!
What can I say? As the tavern owner, I can't help but feel happy to hear this. Anyway, I see you've been working hard, so I thought you could use a break. So why not come over here and teach these customers the rules of Genius Invocation?
Yeah, what kind of break is that? I'd rather not.
ليش هيك شخصيتها سيئة؟
Oh, why are
be letting all these loafers come in here to play Genius Invocation TCG anyway. All it does is encourage more people to come to the bar for a drink. You know, if drink sales keep going up like this, pretty soon Mondstadt's alcohol industry is gonna reach new heights.
Okay.
Looks like my first step in destroying Mondstadt's alcohol industry should be stamping out the spread of Genius Invocation TCG.
شفتوا كم مرة كرروا اسم اللعبة مشان يخلوني أحفظه. تقريبا كل جملتين عم يرجعوا يقولوا اسم اللعبة مرة تانية مشان نحفظه.
Prince speaks the truth, Diona. Not only is the spread of Genius Invocation TCG no obstacle to your goal of destroying Mondstadt's alcohol industry, it could even support you in this endeavor.
Could it really? Sure, why not? Alrighty then. Our 2 customers are waiting to learn. Shuyan, let's put you on drink mixing duty for now.
But Shuyan is destined for a far greater purpose.
Shuyan, drink mixing now.
Okay.
All right. We'll need some space to learn. Let's go to that empty table over there.
اوكي. مع اني خايف منك بصراحة، انا شايفك غاضبة أكتر من اللازم. أنت إيش بتسوي برنس؟ بصير أحكي معك؟
Diona's waiting for you. That's what Prince said. And I need to go start mixing drinks.
أوكي. حتى إذا حكيت مع برنس هو بده يترجم لي لحاله. حلو هذا بريق الشاي، هذا حلو، والفناجين حلوين. أوكي دايونا، فرجيني إيش في شغلات تانية. أوكي دايونا شلونك؟ خلينا نلعب.
Okay, let's go through the rules. First things first. You'll be needing your deck, so place that on the table.
بس نحن ما عنا.
Deck? Yes. You should have built a deck. You know, a set of cards that meets the bare minimum requirement to play the game.
ما عندي.
What's with the blank stares? Come on. Don't tell me you came to learn Genius Invocation TCG without bringing any cards.
لازمنا أوراق بصراحة.
That's right. We have some cards that I received from a friend.
Yeah. You're gonna need a few more cards than that. Okay, let me think. To learn the game, you'll need at least 2 character cards to switch between. Oh, that reminds me. A few days ago when I was closing up for the night, I noticed a customer had left a couple of character cards on the bar counter.
Okay, يعني عندك، أعطيني إياهم.
Maybe you could use those for now.
أعطيني إياهم.
Are you sure that's okay?
It's already been a few days and he still hasn't come back to claim them. Who knows? Maybe he left them here on purpose.
Okay,
yeah, I got them here with me. You know, just in case the customer came looking for them. Yeah. All right, so now we have 2 character cards. That's everything we need, right?
بصراحة شخصية بايمون أحلى بكتير من شخصية هاي. يعني ما بعرف. بايمون شغلة، هاي لسه ما عجبتني بصراحة.
Yep. So, are you ready to start?
أوكي.
Right, then let's begin.
هاتي علميني لأشوف اللعبة. أوكي. هاي الدرجة الأولى.
Welcome to the world of Genius Invocation TCG.
Okay.
Simply put, this is a game where you control character cards to duke it out with your opponent. Pew, pew, pew. Once you've defeated all of your opponent's character cards, victory shall be yours.
أوكي، مثل يوغي يعني، أو مثل جوينت، أو أي لعبة اللي بنلعبها داخل لعبة ذا ويتشر، أي لعبة أوراق تانية.
You're gonna need a character on the field to start with.
عندي 2. ديلوك، هاي ديلوك. أكتف، لازم أحوله إلى أكتف. طيب
Let's
أكتف.
finish this swiftly.
Your attack first.
First, we roll 8 elemental dice at the start of every round.
Okay.
These dice correspond to elemental energy. We'll be spending these dice to perform actions.
طيب هاتي لنشوف كم واحد عندي.
Once the roll phase is over, you'll enter the action phase, where the real game starts.
ما بقدر أضرب هدول الوحوش.
During the action phase, you can spend elemental dice to perform various actions.
طيب
Of course, the most common action is to use character skills.
طيب هذا بيستخدم 3 يعني؟ هذا بيستخدم 1. هذا بيستخدم 3 صح؟ هلا لازم اكبس على هاد. هاجمه نقص له 3 وانا خسرت 3 نرد.
Not bad. You just made your first attack.
اوكي.
During the action phase, both sides will take turns making their moves. After you use a skill to attack your opponent, it's their turn to attack.
هلا دوره هو راح يهاجمني بهاد. هلا ليش ما هاجمني بهاد؟
And as you can see, once the enemy finishes their move,
صار
it's
دوري.
our turn again.
هلا دوري راح اهاجمه مرة تانية. هي شو we do have. طيب إذا كبست على هاد.
These are omni-element dice. They can be spent on any move regardless
any
of the
move.
elemental type.
هاي الفكرة. أنا كان عندي هون نار فهدول ما شفت عليهم نار فلذلك أنا هذا. فلا راح استعمل 1 2 3 صح؟ 1 2 3 ضد هاد. لازم أدفع 3 بايرو. حددتهم. هلا بقدر أضغط على هاد. تمام. دمرت له هذا.
That was pretty good. That's
Okay.
what, but the game has only just begun. Remember, you have to defeat all opponents to win.
أوكي دورو. هجمت لي ديلوك يا إيش؟
As much as we'd like to attack again, seems like we've run out of usable dice.
صح ما ضاع عندي دايس.
In that case, let's end this round.
شلون؟
After you end round, you won't be able to do anything else this round.
إيش بستفيد إذا نهيت الدور؟
And once everyone chooses end round, we can move on to the next round.
طيب أنهيت دوري بس يعني إيش بستفيد يعني؟
All right, here we are, a fresh new round. Woohoo! And a fresh new round means time to roll the dice again. That's how we're
أوكي. أوكي. بس شو مصلحته العدو إنه هو وافق على إنهاء الدور؟
But don't worry, situations like these are why we have the option to re-roll. Once per round, you can select all the dice that you don't like and re-roll them.
أوكي. كل شيء غير عنصر راح أقول له يعمل ريرول. ما استفدت كتير. بقدر أعمل ريرول؟ لا ما بقدر. طيب عندي 3.
When the action phase begins, the player who first chose end round in the previous round takes their turn first. This means that since you finished first the last
معناتها أنا
round,
هلا اللي
you'll
بلعب
be the
أول.
first to start this round. Alrighty then, let's learn a little bit about energy and elemental bursts. Each time you use a skill, your character will gain 1 energy.
طيب لذلك أنا عندي 1 2 وهلا الثالثة. هدول هنن. أوكي إيش بستفيد؟
Once Diluc's energy is full, he can use a powerful elemental burst. But we're still 1 short.
لسه
Never
لازمني
mind.
وحدة.
Let's start with a normal attack instead.
أوكي. نورمال أتاك يعني هاد.
Diluc's normal attack only needs 1 pyro die and 2 other dice of any type.
أوكي يعني أنا هلا محدد هيك. أوكي.
In any case, your normal attack needs fewer pyro dice than your elemental skill.
طيب هاجم لي هاد. كويس نورمال أتاك أحسن. صار عندي 3. ضرب لي إياه هلا راح أخسره قبل ما أقدر أضربه.
Now we have 3 energy plus we have enough pyro elemental dice left over. It's time to use your powerful elemental burst.
أوكي يعني هذا بده كتير. مكتوب هون بده 4 و3 من هدول. بده 3 من هدول و4 بايرو. فهاجم لي إياه. واو حلو. ربحت صح؟ ربحت.
In an actual game of Genius Invocation TCG, you need to use multiple character cards to form a party. Next up, it's time for your second character card. Cut!
طيب كايا ايش بسوي فيه؟
Oh, it seems like any move by Kai is going to cost quite a lot of cryo dice.
معناتها بعمل ريرول لهدول بلكي يطلع لي كمان كرايو. هل استفدت؟ طيب دوري. بهاجمه.
When you deal cryo damage, you'll cause your target to be affected by cryo.
اوكي معناتها بقدر استخدم البايرو بعده. صار هو كرايو. إذا قدرت أبدل الشخصية، هذا قصدك إنه راح أبدل الشخصية صح؟
This is a good time to learn about different types of an elemental reaction at the moment.
طيب بس قولي لي شلون أبدله؟
Both sides must have one active character, while others are
طيب.
Normally, we can only use the active character skills. Now, if we want to use the skills of our standby character, in this case, we'll have to switch to deal.
طيب شلون ببدل عليه؟ اوكي.
You can spend one elemental die of any kind to switch a standby character.
اوكي.
Let's go.
تمام.
Switching characters is an action, just like using a skill. So once
هلا
it's
صار
done,
دوره
it's your
هو.
opponent's turn.
هو هلا بده يلعب دوره، لأنه أنا بدلتهم، هو برجع بصير دوره مرة تانية.
Most skills can. All right then.
هلا ديلوك هاجم لي إياه.
Because the opponent is already affected by when triggered, meld increases damage dealt by 2. This will allow you to deal loads of damage in.
اوكي يعني إذا ضربته بربح عليه. كويس. وهاي ربحنا المعركة الثانية. بوي وحدة صح؟ ولا اثنين؟
All right, these cards are all known as action cards. Each time a match
بايمون.
starts, you have to draw 5 action cards to form your starting hand.
بايمون حلوة بايمون. اوكي.
Uh-oh. Looks
لا.
like we don't have any elemental dice we can spend to make an attack.
كلهم غير لي اياهم لانه ما في ولا شيء هون بيزبط معي. ما استفدت ابدا.
Seriously? We still don't have any usable dice even after that reroll?
ما استفدت.
Well, never mind. Even in cases like this, we can still attack. We just need to put the action cards in our hand to good use. Don't
طيب.
underestimate action cards.
طيب ايش بعمل؟
So playing this action card will require 2 of these. See the symbol? Yeah, that means you'll need to play elemental dice of the same type.
اوكي.
Some other cards will cost you these instead. The cost requirements for these are much more lenient. You can spend any kind of elemental dice. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, though. For now, just play this action card.
طيب هيك. ولازم اعطيها كم وحدة؟ 2 صح؟ خذ هاي 1 2.
So,
طيب.
playing an action card from your hand is a form of fast action. Fast actions do not end your current turn.
لساته دوري. اللعب اللي بطاقات ما بيغير
Simply
دوري.
put, you can continue to act even after playing an action card. But wait, D-Luke's elemental skill costs 3 pyro dice.
مزبوط
Right
وانا
now,
ما عندي
I
بايرو.
don't even have that. Not a problem. This is where we can use a more advanced mechanic known as elemental tuning. By discarding one, and this card isn't useful right now. So we might as well use it for elemental tuning.
اوكي. إذا أخذتها لهون شو بستفيد؟ بغير هاد لبايرو. طيب.
Sometimes You won't be able to perform any actions you want to because you didn't roll the elemental dice you wanted. In Genius Invocation TCG, keeping up a constant flow of combat is much more important than the number of cards you have. In this case, well, let's just take all these useless cards and use them for elemental just like playing cards.
طيب
Come on,
خليني احولهم لثلاثة. انتي حولي لبايرو، وانتي حولي لبايرو كمان، هاي كمان.
Well, would you look at that?
هلا هاد
Because
هاجم،
you have the what?
هاد بالضبط. حلو. اوكي منطقي. بس لهلا ماني شايفة لعبة ناجحة يعني. لهلا ماني شايف يعني انه اللعبة
Now comes the
ناجحة.
final part. Yeah! In a real match, you can make adjustments to your initial hand. At this time, we can select any number of cards in our hand to shuffle back into the...
طيب هدول مثلا. اوكي.
Once you have confirmed any adjustments you wish to make to your Oh boy, this one's a real doozy.
هذا
We
12.
gotta take it out pronto. Let's see how you do this time.
هذا كتير
Remember,
قوي.
start by selecting your initial starting character.
هاد هذا
This
بدي
will
إياه.
be interesting.
رح اجرب اعمل تفاعل عناصر مع بعضهم. طيب اللي بدي اغيرهم هاد وهاد، رح اغير هدول كلهم ما عدا البايرو. ايه غير لي اياهم كلهم. تبا ما استفدت كتير. عندي كم واحد بايرو.
Hey, look at you! You sure are getting the hang of these roles. Now let me teach you one last you
علميني
can
لا أشوف.
preview your opponent's actions. I mean, that is to say, you can read the...
شلون؟ ايش
Check it
بدك؟
out. So here's where you can see all your opponent's intentions for this round. All your opponent's intended actions for the round will be listed here in order. Reference this to come up with effective countermeasures. Well then, that's the end of the tutorial. You're
طيب هاي الفكرة انه بده يهاجم. هاي الفكرة، هاي فكرته. طيب اوكي انا هلا بدي احول وحدة من هدول لكرايو. راح احول هاي لكرايو. فيني هلا اهاجم واحد على هاد بس مشان يصير عنصره كرايو. ما صار عنصره كرايو. ليش ما صار عنصره كرايو؟ خليني افكر. طيب هاي شو بتعمل؟ شو بتعمل هاي؟ طيب بقدر احول كمان وحدة لكرايو؟ لا ما بدي احول لانه هدول بقي بس عندي وحدة بايرو. هاي شو بتعمل هاي؟ ما عندي اي فكرة. ما عندي اي فكرة هاي شو بتعمل. هاي طيب انت ما فيني استخدمك للهجوم؟ فيني استخدمك لهذا الهجوم. لا بده 3 كرايو بس هاد فيني اخليه هاجم هيك. اوكي طيب راح انهي الدور عشان بلكي نعمل ري رول.
Wait. There's one more thing I almost forgot. Every time you hit an end phase, you get to remember, you have...
طيب اوكي اخيرا فرجيني لاشوف. هاي دول بدي اغيرهم. اوكي افضل من السابق. ما بعرف برأيي بشوف ما بعرف. تبا اوكي راح استعمل هاد.
Don't get frostbite.
بس ناقص 2. بس هلا بقدر اغير صح؟ بقدر اغير لهاد. راح اصرف هاي.
Let's finish this swiftly.
طيب هلا دوري انا. دوري دوري ايه. بدي اغير واحد لبايرو. انت تمام. وهلا بدي اهاجم بهاي على هاد. بالضبط بالضبط. اوكي يعني لعبة بتنلعب، يعني مو انه لعبة سيئة، بس برأيي يعني انا لعبت العاب احسن من هاي اللعبة. اوكي هاي فهمناها، رول والري رول وهاي الامور كلها فهمناها. ما في داعي ترجعوا تعطوني التوتوريال مرة تانية كله.
All right, cool. Those are the basics. Did you get all that?
يعني نوعا ما.
What we just played was an adventure challenge designed specially for new players. Genius Invocation TCG can be played in duel mode, where each player brings 3 character cards, or in adventure challenge mode, with a fixed deck for each challenge. But the rules are all the same. As long as you understand the basics, then you should be able to take on any of those rowdy booze hounds.
Although I feel there are still many details to grasp, I think I understand the basic premise of the game now.
That was quite the detailed explanation. I did.
What? Oh, when did you get here?
I stepped in while you were in the middle of your explanation. I hope I didn't dampen the mood.
ارجع اكرر نفس اللي قالته لا.
You snuck in without making a sound. Anyway, what are you doing here?
The Cat's Tail is a player in Mondstadt's alcohol industry. Naturally, you have some collaboration with my winery.
صح هذا عنده winery.
I'm here today to discuss a few items of business with Margaret.
Too bad she just left. But if you head off right now, you might still catch up with her.
المهم بدها تخليه يروح.
Never mind, it's nothing urgent. In fact, I think I'm now more interested in this card that you're using to teach them the game.
Wait, this card? It's Diluc's character card!
بده إياها.
Although I have some degree of experience with Genius Invocation TCG, seeing this particular card is a first for me.
أول مرة بيشوف الورقة.
A customer left it behind a few days ago, but he wasn't even playing the game while he was here.
Oh? And what sort of a customer was he?
He wasn't wearing an eye patch, okay? He had a light complexion and a super serious look on his face.
لحظة.
He wasn't much of a talker and looked like he was just drinking his worries away.
ما كان ليش قالت له انه ما كان لابس اي باتش على عينه؟ معناتها ليش كل هالتفصيل الدقيق هذا انه هو مو لابس هي تبع القرصان؟ معناتها هو كايا، معناتها هو لابس اي باتش، معناتها هو كايا بس هي عم تكذب.
Eye patch, you say?
اي باتش. كايا خلاص.
I was trying to give the opposite description, but I just ended up giving it away.
غبية.
Sorry, guard captain.
Guard captain.
Don't worry. Somehow, I don't think he'll be giving you any trouble over it.
So, what about the Dilu character card?
I don't mind. It's just a card with my image on it.
I didn't expect Diluc to be familiar with Genius Invocation TCG.
The game has been catching on lately. It's hard to go anywhere without hearing it mentioned. Every now and then, I'll sit down and play a game with the customers in Angel's Share.
ضروري ألعب معه؟
I was hoping we could play a game, but this issue of someone leaving a character card with my image at the Cat's Tail is very intriguing. It's getting late, and someone has some explaining to do. We'll have to have that duel another time.
Okay.
Good. Then I'll take my leave.
You know where the door is. Don't let the door hit you where Lord Barbados split you.
بدها إياها بس تروح، بس بدها بس تقلع برا.
Uh-oh. Guard captain.
I hope Kaya will be all right. Well, now that we are familiar with the rules, why don't we try playing a game of Genius Invocation TCG?
لا حاج.
Ooh, 2 new players having their first ever duel. This sounds like fun. But in order to play an official duel, you need to have 3 character cards. Remember, a complete deck has to have 3 character cards and 30 action cards. Got it?
Then, let's use my cards. These were mixed in with all the others I had received. And I didn't know what they were for at first. But now that we've learned the rules, I can see that this one must be the Sucrose character card. Now, it looks like we each have the Kaya, Diluc, and Sucrose character cards. So why don't we have our first duel? Take your
برأيي
time.
حاج.
I look forward to our first duel.
اوكي. كانت حلوة. كانت حلوة. لازم اكمل المبارزة مع سوكروز. بنشوف ايمتى راح اكمل هاي المبارزة. على كل حال احنا جاوزنا الوقت لذلك انا بدي انهي الحلقه هون لانه لعبنا كثير وهيك. فبتمنى تكون الحلقه عجبتكم. اكتبوا لي بالتعليقات اذا بتحبوا تشوفوا لعبه الورق هاي وبتحبوا نشتغل بمهمات اخرى. اكتبوا لي هذا الشيء بالتعليقات بحب اشوفه وبشوفكم بالحلقه القادمه. مع السلامه.